So this is our LG Sidekick unit, and the other day my wife was trying to open it and the lid just broke right off of it. So this is the lid, and I tried to look this part up online. I actually got the part numbers off of the unit right there, and anyway, I couldn't find it for sale online. The closest thing I could find was the whole lid unit for this, and I think I found it for $120. I think it was on eBay, but then if you bought it from LG brand new, it was like around 150 or 170, and that's pretty expensive just for this piece of plastic that broke. So I wanted to show you what I did. So if you open this up, what you can do is you get a tool like this. These plastic pry tools, you can buy them online easy, and if you kind of look around, there's a clip every so often, like there's one right there. It's like kind of like a white clip. When you put this in here, if you just twist it, it'll pop those up a little bit. And to get the one that you really need to get, this is a clip itself, and you just have to pull this white part outward while you're prying with the tool, and you can pop this one down. And what you'll see inside, let's see if I can do this kind of one-handed here. So on the other side, okay, let's see here. Okay, so this one, you can kind of see inside of there that there's that piece of plastic is actually stuck in there. So what it is it's hard for me to do this one-handed, but this piece of plastic right here broke off on the right side, and I will show you how I fixed this. And it's also broken on the left side, so I'm gonna get that one out and fix it. I just thought it'd be easier to make the video first so I kind of show how I did this. But once you pry this out, you can actually just pull that piece out of there, and then let me show you how I fixed it. I bought this JB Weld, and this is epoxy, so when you press down on the top, there's two tubes, and it will press out both sides at the same time. And then you have to, so I just ripped a cereal box you have to put it on something, and then you take and you just stir it up. And as you mix it together, it won't harden on you, it'll stay soft for quite a while. But then I just dipped that little piece of plastic in there, and then I set it on there, and it'll hold in place pretty good. And then I found a place in my garage where I could set it up right and let it cure. And this stuff says that it cures in 30 minutes. I don't really believe that. I think you should probably let it cure for maybe a couple hours or something, but it claims to be really strong. So as far as I can tell right now, this has probably been curing for about 90 minutes or so. And when I press on it and everything, it is solid. So anyway, let's hold on one sec. So my plan is, once I get the other side glued on here, I'll be able to put it back together and put these in there, and then this should work. So okay, so I was able to get that out, and just to give you an example how this works, so you just squeeze this down for a little bit. Now the problem is that it doesn't usually come out in equal amounts, so you kind of have to do your best to make them equal, and then once you get them to be equal, and I accidentally pulled out way more than I wanted, but you can see that they're pretty close. Because you want them to be as close to 1-to-1 ratio as possible. So that looks pretty close. So then you just mix it together. The only challenge with epoxy is that anytime you go to mix it, you're never gonna have a perfect 1-to-1 ratio, right? So, but you get it as close as possible. So then I just take this. They do recommend like roughing it up a little bit. This one I felt it and it is rough. So if it's smooth, you just take a little bit of like sandpaper on it or something, and then you just dip it in here like this, and then you're just gonna stick it together, which I can't do with the camera. So I've got that on there now, and I'm gonna go set it somewhere where it can dry.